Hi from Speak More Clearly, it's Esther here. I think that most people will have heard of or used the common IT terms we'll be looking at in this video, but the question is, have you been pronouncing them clearly when you say them in English? As we go through, make a tally and see how you scored. If you feel like it, you can put your score in the comments section below. That'd be fun. But I must warn you that if you habitually cut the word short and don't say the vowel long enough to be clear, you can't count it. We've also included a definition of each term. I found it enlightening to know what each term really stands for, because sometimes we just use them and we don't actually know what it really stands for. Every now and again, I'll also go through the pronunciation of a bonus word from the definitions. Let's start with the abbreviation for information technology itself, IT. Make sure you're saying both parts of the diphthong I and making the E in the T long enough. IT. Check that when you're saying the sentence, you're not cutting the E short in T. I'm an IT developer. And the second sentence is, I need an IT expert. Okay. The two bonus words here from that definition that you saw are transmit. I'll say the word with an S first and then how it should be said with a Z. Listen to the hiss of the S in the incorrect pronunciation. Transmit. Transmit. The correct one is the second one. Transmit. Our second bonus word is retrieve. Retrieve. Make sure you say the IE as a long E. Retrieve. The next common IT term is CPU. CPU. Central Processing Unit. CPU is said C, like I see you, P, and U. So, our practice sentence is, the CPU isn't performing as it should. Have a go. Our next term is RAM, Random Access Memory. It's said as it looks. RAM, the same word we use for a male sheep. RAM. Note that the A says A, as in cat. RAM. For our practice sentence, let's say, I need more RAM to be able to finish this project. That's it. Our bonus word here is storage. It's not store age, but storage. The A can be said as an it or a schwa. And the G is saying j, as in jump. Storage. Storage. Our next term is hard drive. Hard drive. The AR in hard is the same as the R as in father. For the British and Australian pronunciation, we don't say the R sound. Hard. Hard. For the American pronunciation, include the R sound. Hard. That's it. Don't forget to make the V at the end of drive properly. Drive. You have to make sure that you put that teeth on lip properly, not just half make it. For our sentence, let's say, I found your external hard drive under the table. We have detailed audio and video explanations of how to make and say all the vowels and consonants such as R and V in our accent reduction courses and plenty of practice material as well. For more information, click on the links we've included in the description below this video. Our fifth common IT term is firewall. For an American accent, include the R, firewall. For Australian and British pronunciation, don't include the R. The IRE in fire is said ire. Ire. Firewall. Firewall. Our practice sentence is, what firewall are you using? That's it. Our next term is VPN. And we're just simply saying the letter names as we did for some of the earlier terms. VPN stands for Virtual Private Network. It's said VPN. Make sure your E and your V are clear. Not WePN, but VPN. Our practice sentence is, I had to use a VPN to access that particular video. That's it. Our bonus word here is connection. Notice the O is a de-stressed weak schwa. It's not connection or connection, but k. Connection. Connection. Well done. Our next term is DNS. Again, spelt. Domain Name System. The letters are spelt. It's said as DNS. Let's practice a sentence with DNS. The DNS name contains an invalid character. Okay, great. Our eighth term is LAN, Local Area Network. This term is pronounced as it looks. Make sure the A is said as an A, as in cat. LAN. Our sentence is, our LAN has the capacity to take up to 10 gamers at once. For our bonus word, let's look at geographical. It's said geographical. Geographical. You have to have the E and the O in the first two syllables. Geographical. Geographical. Our second last term is WAN, Wide Area Network. WAN. It's said as it looks with an A as in cat, WAN. But don't confuse it with WAN, spelt W-A-N as well. If someone looks wan, they look pale. Let's put WAN in a sentence. A collection of LANs equals a WAN. Very good. Our last term has some controversy attached to it. The word is router or router. In American English, it's pronounced router. The OU is saying ow, as in shout. Router. And in fact, it's router. Router. Once more, router. In British and Australian English, the ow isn't saying ow, it's saying oo, as in shoot. It becomes router. Router. And the final R isn't said. In Australia and Britain, most people use root for root, as in the place that you go. You take a route when you go traveling. But because of the American influence, some people also say route to rhyme with shout. Let's say it in a sentence. The router works inconsistently. I think I need a new one. Whichever of these IT terms you're using, make sure you slow down and say them clearly, because they aren't common everyday objects or everyday words. This is especially so when explaining things to non-tech people, like me, for instance. Don't forget to click on the subscribe button for more free English pronunciation training, and click on the little bell so you're notified about our next video. Bye for now.